Yo, what is happening, guys? Undisputed Vlogs, and today we're back with yet another tier list. We did a tier list of, KSI's songs from his new album. And I decided, you know what, I don't think I've actually done a YouTube boxing tier list before. Or if I have, it was quite a while ago. I've definitely not done an updated one at least, but I don't think I've done one at all. But yeah, I just want to make my YouTube boxing tier list, put people in certain categories. I haven't got every single person who's ever competed on these events, by the way, because it would just take too long. And I obviously haven't got people like, I've seen people putting Mayweather and all on their tier list. I'm not putting them in the tier list, he's not a YouTuber. But the majority of people, the main ones, I think, the ones that are mostly talked about, I've put in at least, and then maybe a few others. But yeah, so just quickly, this tier list is being weird. It will not let me add names for some reason. So we're going to go S is God. We're going to, you know what, we're kind of going to copy Fidel with his ones. S is God. A is very good. B is almost there. C is not very good. And D is just going to be, please fucking retire. Like, just never box again. That's going to be the tiers. Alright? So, you know the tiers now. And yeah, let's get started. These are in random order, so let's just see. DDG. He boxed. Yeah, well, he's not God. He's not very good. Almost there. We'll put him in almost there for now. Alright? He can go in almost there for now. Because he's not. I mean, he won his fight. But it's like, I did expect a lot more technique and a lot better. And I mean, he won his fight, but boxing technique, why? He's not the best. But so we'll put him in almost there for now. Bryce Hall, not very good. We saw it in Austin. Like, Bryce Hall, he said he's had 40 street fights and he's won all of them or something. He's never lost a fight. That's in street fights, but this is the boxing tier list. And he was absolutely dreadful. So we're going to put him in not very good. Deji. Deji is also going to go in not very good. It's a shame, because I really had expectations for Deji. Fidel even said it himself that he thinks Deji has like some good aspects about his game. There's some things that even with little training, he does quite well, which I see. I think if Deji put the work in, he could definitely, I don't know if he could compete with like Austin and all, but I feel like he could definitely move up a tier. But he hasn't put the work in, and we have to judge it off what we've seen, so he's not very good just because of that. But maybe if he put the work in, who knows. Austin McBroom. He has to go in very good. By what we've seen of Austin, we haven't seen much. We did see him fight Bryce, and Bryce basically didn't fight back. And we've only seen him in one fight. But by what we saw, he was able to switch stances, he was able to jab, he was able to backhand, he was able to counter, he was able to do that. He looked good. You know, he didn't look amazing, but that's because we've only seen him fight once, and he had to fight Bryce, like I said, who didn't fight back. So we're going to have to put him in very good for now, but I definitely think Austin has talent to get into the top tier. I actually do. Next up, JMX. JMX. The thing is, I don't think we've ever seen JMX box healthy. He's only boxed people smaller than him, which actually isn't his fault because the man's bloody huge. But he fought that Coach Richard guy, I think, which is like or no, was that face? I don't know. He fought two guys at least. They were both smaller than him, and he beat them. He beat them with one hand because I'm pretty sure one of his arms, I'm pretty sure he had a bad shoulder on one arm in one fight, and then the other one, I don't think he was full health either. So I've only seen him box like that. So I'm going to have to put him in almost there. But I think without the injuries... By the way, these tiers are not in orders. Like, I'm not saying Bryce is better than Deji, DDG is better than JMX. I'm just literally, putting them there. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think he could move up a tier if he was actually healthy. But I don't think we've seen him box healthy, which is the problem. Ben Askren, retire. Ben Askren was a hell of a UFC fighter, amazing wrestler. Pretty sure did he win in the? No, he didn't, did he? I don't know. He was a world class wrestler anyway, and he's a UFC champion. His UFC career, well done. But as far as the boxing goes, I said it before he fought Jake. I said just because you're a good UFC fighter does not mean you're a good boxer. Great wrestler, terrible boxer. So he's going in retire. Nate Robinson, he will also go and retire with Ben Askren. Again, you did well in the NBA. You know, obviously I'm a Nate Robinson fan when it comes to basketball because I'm a big basketball guy. So you did well in the NBA. You won the dunk contests and all that, but doesn't mean you can box, which you can't. So he's gonna go and retire. Joe Weller. Fidel actually said Joe Weller retired himself, but I'm actually gonna agree with Fidel and put him in not very good. I genuinely think, because Joe just freezes under pressure, I genuinely think that if Joe built his confidence and actually fought back, he could actually do something. I do. Like, I think Joe versus Bryce Hall, I think Joe beats Bryce Hall in a boxing match. Like, if they both, like, say none of them freeze and they both go for it, I think Joe beats him. Joe versus Deji, that'll be an interesting fight. Joe might beat him, Deji might beat him, who knows? But this, like, those fights would make sense, so I'm gonna put him there. Jake Paul. We all know where he's going. I don't care if anybody agrees nor disagrees, he's going in God. We have to. I know a lot of people obviously hate Jake. It's not easy to like him, but you gotta give him his props. Yes, he has not fought a real boxer, which I would like to see him fight a real boxer, but if we're talking about actual boxing, Jake he hasn't fought a real boxer, but if we're talking about YouTube / TikTok boxers, which is this tier list, which is what he's doing, he's fighting celebrities, up until he fights Tyron Woodley, but, he's doing that shit. If we're talking about influencer boxing, Jake is at the top. He's beat every single person he's came across. He's knocked them all out. He's fighting Tyron Woodley soon. He might beat Tyron Woodley. We don't know. Jake actually has talent in boxing. When he gets put in there for a real boxer, I don't know what it'll look like. But so far, against influencers, which is what this tier list is based off, he knocks everybody out. So he's going in God tier. I don't care if I don't like him and you don't like him. He deserves to be up there. Logan Paul. Logan Paul. Okay, I'm going to put Logan Paul in very good. The reason for this, Logan has not won a fight, right? But the reason I'm going to put him in very good is Logan is actually a good boxer, in my opinion. He's not an amazing boxer, but he's a good boxer. He has good technique. He has good reactions. He has a good job, My main problem with him, the only thing stopping Logan from being in S tier is the fact that he literally does not have a killer instinct. That's why Jake is better than Logan, because Jake has a killer instinct. You know what I mean? It's not like Jake is a million miles ahead of Logan when it comes to boxing technique and ability. It's just the fact that he has the killer instinct, that he will throw his right hand. When he jabs you and he sees you're dazed, he'll go for the kill, where Logan will not. So that's why Logan has not won a fight. If Logan used his killer instinct, for all we know, he might have beat JJ. We don't know that. You know what I mean? But he didn't. So we're going to have to judge off that, and he's going in there. Plus, Logan and Austin, I think, would be an interesting fight. You know what I mean? The Big Gibber. He's going in very good. Now, I will say I did doubt the Big Gibber when he was fighting Taylor. I have to admit, I bit into the pizza slice of bullshit that said Taylor Holder was a god. I do believe Taylor Holder is still good, by the way, but I think he froze under the pressure, and I just think that Gib was so much better than I anticipated. I think it was hard to believe in Gib after the Jake fight, even though I said there's no real problem losing to Jake because I think he has talent. But, Gib came in. Not only did he beat Taylor Holder, he fucking slapped the boy. Taylor Holder did not win a single round, in my opinion. I said it when the fight ended, and I'll say it again. He did not win a single round. The fact that it was called a majority draw was bullshit. I know Gib got handed the win at the end, but they robbed him of his moment. Respect to Taylor, but Gib demolished him that entire fight. So, Gib was going in very good. I don't think I can put him in S tier because Jake beat him. So it just the fashion Jake beat Gib in, I think it just makes sense for Gib to be below Jake. Because in a very good tier, I think Jake beats Austin, I think he beats Logan, and I think he beats Gib. Well, he's already beat Gib, so it would just make sense for them to be the tier below. KSI. Okay, we're going to put KSI in God. And a lot of people are going to be like, what do you mean we're going to put KSI in God? Because we got to feel like this. KSI versus Gib in sparring and shit, JJ always seemed to come up better. JJ versus Logan, JJ beat Logan, so he needs to be above him. And JJ versus Austin is most likely going to happen soon. I don't know who will win. It'll be a good fight. I'm cheering for JJ. I do believe JJ could beat him. So I'm going to have to put JJ up there. Plus, he has not technically lost. And although his technique is not the greatest, he still beat Logan. You know, he beat Joe with terrible technique, and he beat Logan. And it's like this. It's like with Jake. Logan didn't let his right hand go. Joe froze in the moment. But you can only beat who's in front of you. It's like the way Jake fought Nate Robinson and all, and Ben Askren. It's annoying the fact he hasn't fought a real fighter, but he can only beat who's been put in front of him, and he's beat them. So I think he has to go up there, because he's beat Logan, he's beat Gibbons-Barn, and I think he will probably beat Austin. So, next up, Michael Lee. I threw Michael Lee in here for the simple fact of, I actually don't think Michael Lee is terrible. I'm going to put Michael Lee in not very good. Because I genuinely think Michael Lee versus Bryce Hall, I think Michael, I don't know, I think he could give him a run for his money. Deji, with the cardio Deji has, he could. If Deji was better, I think Deji beat him. Joe Weather, if he didn't freeze, I think Joe beats Michael. But I just think that, I don't think Michael's actually terrible. I just think FaZe Jarvis was good. But yeah, Fusi, I think Fusi should retire. So only had one fight, he was a little human punching bag. Fair play to him for taking those punches, because he took a core beating. But he took punches instead of throwing back. And he's good at promoting the events. He's good at the promotion and all the behind the scenes and all. I think he should just stick to what he's good at, which is promoting. FaZe Jarvis. Ooh. I'll put FaZe Jarvis in almost there. The reason I'm going to put FaZe Jarvis... No, actually, I don't know, man. You know what? I'm going to move FaZe Jarvis up to very good for now. Because I think FaZe Jarvis versus Gib, I'd pick Gib over him, but I think he would... No, I don't know. I think FaZe Jarvis beats DDG. Versus JMX, I don't know. I might need to move JMX up, but I think FaZe Jarvis versus Gib is good, but Gib would beat him. Logan would beat FaZe Jarvis, and Austin would beat FaZe Jarvis, in my personal opinion, but I think FaZe Jarvis demolishes DDG. I'll be real. In a boxing ring, I think so. I'm going to move JMX up to very good, because like I said, I think without injuries, JMX would be quite good, so I'm going to move him up. So, yeah. Finney Hacker. Okay, we'll put Finney Hacker in almost there, right? I don't think Finney Hacker can be in very good, because I think Gib beats Finney. Well, no, Gib beats Finney. Jarvis, I think, beats Finney. JMX beats Finney. Logan beats Finney. Austin beats Finney. They all beat him. But I think Finney versus DDG would be interesting. And I'm not going to lie. Going into the Deji fight, we all thought Deji was going to absolutely massacre the boy. Like, we got to admit, we all thought he was going to massacre the boy. And although Deji underperformed, it's not like Finney only won the fight because Deji underperformed. Finney actually showed some talent, in my opinion. He worked hard, and he took what he learned in the gym and in sparring and in training and took it into the ring and displayed it well. I genuinely think Finney is actually decent. I don't think he'd beat people in A tier, but I think he'd beat DDG, and I think he would beat Bryce. He's already beat Deji. I think he'd beat Joe, Michael Lee. I think he'd beat everybody below him. I like Finney. I genuinely think that he has a little bit of talent. So, FaZe Sensei. See, this is a hard one. Because FaZe Sensei, I think FaZe Sensei could really fuck some people up. But he's won his fights. But, oh god, I think FaZe Sensei beats Finney. I think he beats DDG. JJ has beat him in sparring multiple times, apparently. Gib has beat him in sparring multiple times, apparently. Jarvis... Does he beat Jarvis? Because if this was martial arts, FaZe Sensei obviously to the top, but like boxing, I'm just gonna have to put FaZe Sensei in very good for now, at least, because I think Austin probably technique wise beats Sensei. I think Logan with reach beats him. Gib apparently has already beat him. Jarvis, I think that'll be an interesting fight, and JMX, I think him and JMX would be interesting. I don't know. Adam Sala. Okay. Adam Sala, who I'm going to put him in not very good. And here's the reason why. His first fight, he paid off his opponent. His opponent, he didn't drop like he was supposed to, but he also wasn't fighting back like he could have. So, and the fact is, Allah still couldn't finish him. So we're going to have to put Allah in not very good. Because his most recent fight against, I can't remember who the guy was. I'm not saying, because he's not terrible, but he lost that fight. Anybody who thinks Sala won that fight, I want to see what fight they were watching, because he did not win that fight. Like, he didn't suck. I think it was the first round he took, but the guy won. So he hasn't technically won yet, because he's had one actual fight. The other one does not count, and he paid him off. So he's going in not very good. Alex Wasabi. We're going to put him in not very good, because Alex Wasabi, I think he beat a few people in the run-ups to the YouTube versus TikTok thing. He doesn't show much technique, but he hasn't won overall, I think. Alex Wasabi versus Sala, I think Sala beat him. Michael Lee, Alex Wasabi'd probably win. Joe Weather, I don't know. Deji, I'll be interested. Bryce Hall, probably Alex Wasabi'd beat Bryce Hall, because he just goes for it, you know what I mean? Who's next? Alright, sorry, my camera had a little bit of a problem there. Last but not least, Slim. Now, Slim had a fight on the card that Sala also did. He won. But the thing is, Slim, he won the fight. He's won both his fights. He fought Fusi, but a lot of people would have beat Fusi. And Fusi will admit that, because he stood there and took punches. This guy basically did the same as Fusi, except he fought back a little bit. He didn't do anything either. So it's not like Slim has beat someone really, really good. But he's beat them. At the end of the day, you have to, like I said, he's beat the people to be put in front of him, and that's all he can do. But at the same time, he hasn't fought anybody worthwhile. Like, do you know what? No, he's going to go in not very good. And here is why, right? I think, by what I've seen, Sala probably beats Slim. They'll never fight because they're friends. I think he beats Slim. Slim probably beats Alex. I don't know. But then, I don't think I can put him. Could I put him in almost there? I don't know what. I don't know, man. Do you know what? We'll say Slim is like high. No. We'll have to put him in almost there, because he's won his fights. He's won his fights, and it's as simple as that. Finney Hacker, I think it'd be an interesting fight. DDG think it'd be an interesting fight. But he says he wants Gib. No offense, Slim. I think Slim could probably, I don't know, he could beat people on this list. But I think stepping in the ring with Gib, a lot of people is going to get fucked up, because Gib is an animal. Gib will take your punches and use it as fuel to hurt you. So I don't think he beats Gib. I don't think he beats Sensei. I don't think he beats JMX, Jarvis, Logan, Austin. Don't think he beats JJ, and I don't think he beats Jake. So, yeah, the only people in God tier is JJ and Jake, and I think that's why that they need to face off. If Austin beats JJ, maybe, well, that means Austin will move up into the top tier. If JJ beats Austin, I guess Austin, even if he performs well, but JJ beats him, he might move up. But and if Logan actually finds a killer instinct, then Logan can move up too. But yeah, that is my tier list. I just realized after I literally finished recording this video that the one person I forgot to actually rank, because whenever I was selecting the pictures, the tier list didn't load him in, was Taylor Holder. I forgot to put Taylor Holder on the tier list, because whenever I selected his picture, but it didn't load him in for whatever reason, so I completely forgot about him. We're quickly going to put Taylor Holder in almost there, because although Gib fucked him up, so I don't think Taylor Holder can be as high as A. I do think Taylor Holder has some talent. Like I said, Gib fucked him up, but I still think he has some talent. I think Taylor beats DDJ, I think he beats Finney, and I think he beats Slim. FaZe Sensei, don't know. JMX, don't know. Jarvis, being an interesting one. Gib already fucked him up. Logan, I don't think so. Austin, I don't think so. So I'll put Taylor Holder in almost there, because I do think he has some talent, but we have yet to see it, but I definitely don't think he was bad. So Taylor Holder's there. That's just a quick little message, because for some reason they forgot to load him in. But without further ado, enjoy the outro. Let me know what y'all agree with. I might change my opinion on a few things, literally, because I'm very indecisive. I might change my opinion on a few things, but I think that makes sense by what I'm looking at right now. Let me know in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should be in a different tier, and why? Who do you think that I put above their talent, or who do you think that I put below of what they deserve? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion about it. But that's my tier list. Like I said, you can take a look at it one last time there. It makes sense to me. I don't know. But yeah, you can let me know your opinions in the comments. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't yet already. Have an amazing day. Think positive and test negative. And yeah, like I said, have an amazing day again. I've been Undisputed, and I'll see you in the next one. So peace. Fearless.